Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about the idea of workplace trauma. So workplace trauma has been going on forever, right? We just didn't really talk about it before, and I'm glad we're talking about it now as we talk about how mental health in the workplace and finding really healthy environments in which to work is so important. So some people call workplace trauma a toxic work environment. Some call it workplace PTSD. You can use all of those terms interchangeably, but it really does relate to something negative that happened to us that has impacted us later on, right? And it may not have affected you in that moment, but it has certainly stayed with you. One thing I've learned from toxic work environments, whether it's been a bad boss, whether it's been overworked, whether it's been being pushed out of a job, whether it's been working with very narcissistic colleagues or bosses, or just, having a difficult time in the environment or having inappropriate things said to me, that I've learned what I want to be as a leader. I've taken experiences and I have then transformed it into the kind of place I want to work and the kind of place I want to create for employees. So that's one good thing. Now, if you find yourself in a workplace situation that is, unhealthy, you have options, right? There's obviously, you can go talk to someone, you can ask to be moved. Working from home maybe has alleviated some of this, but at the end of the day, we have a choice where we work. And maybe these are microaggressions, right? So they're not necessarily something you can report, but you just don't like what's going on. Then you have a choice to leave. It is the great resignation time right now. There are more jobs out in the market in many industries than there ever have been. So you don't have to stay in an environment where you don't feel comfortable anymore. But just know that workplace trauma is something that is important. It happens to all of us, whether early on in our careers, in our mid-level, or even today in senior levels. There are aggressions that people, will do to you that will make you feel uncomfortable, but you have recourse. You are in charge of your professional destiny, and so you should take it, and you should not stand for behavior like that. And so when you're thinking about an environment in which to work, there are many questions to ask. It's sort of like when you get into a relationship and everything is great, right, in the beginning, and then you start to see the negatives. Then you start to see the cracks. You never know when you take a job if it's going to be a great environment. You just have to take your best educated guess by asking as many questions as possible, by meeting as many people as possible, and by looking to see, is this a compassionate place? Do they give second chances? Do people respect each other and help each other? Do people genuinely seem like they like working with each other? And if you have an off feeling or any red flags, you should not go work there, because I promise everything you think that could go wrong will go wrong. So you are, like I said, in charge of your professional destiny. So make sure that you are in the driver's seat and that you don't stand for this kind of behavior, and you do much more due diligence when it comes to finding an environment that is right for you and healthy, most importantly.